Hey everybody, I wanted to do a quick intro so you can look forward to my videos and know kind of what's going on. I'm not here to just do random crazy videos and I'm not here to say, oh, I'm low carb, oh, I'm like this or that. I'm just making food videos and I've been put on a strict diet. So I've been on a strict diet and I haven't been sticking to it, so it's not working for me. So this is for dietary needs. This is what I was recommended and told to do from my doctor. And I'm supposed to be on a real strict diet, not a strict diet, but just a healthy lifestyle. So I'm going to have to stick to that. And I have 28 to 30 pounds to lose. But keep in mind, everything I cook is not going to lack in flavor, but I'm going to find ways to make things healthy as I could get them. So if you're down for that, keep watching. And tonight for dinner, I'm going to be having some Bison meatballs with some smashed cauliflower and some petite green beans. So that's what I'm cooking up. And I just kind of wanted to fill you in because if I start to cook a little bit different as far as lower carb and using substitutes, that's the reason why. So let's get into this video. This is going to be simple and easy, some quick sides to toss together. I'm going to be using these cauliflower florets. Turn my burner on to a high heat, bring this to a boil, then I'm going to let it simmer until the florets are fork tender. For this side I have tiny whole green beans, and these are just the petite style green beans. I have only about 1/3 cup of water in here. And I'm going to add a couple handfuls. I have some sliced purple onion. It's probably about 1/3 cup. 1 clove of garlic. I'm just going to go ahead and shred it right in. Cracked black and white pepper. Some sea salt. Add 1 tablespoon of, I cannot believe it's not butter, the light one. Don't forget to check on your petite green beans. And when they're really, really tender like this, you want to take all of this liquid out. So I'm going to go ahead and drain this. So this is what you're going to be left with. I'm going to add a little bit of butter. I'm going to turn the heat off and let it set. These are fork tender. I'm going to also drain these, or drain the liquid out. Add 1 clove of garlic. I'm just going to shred it in there. You could press yours if you like. Adding some fresh chives. Sea salt. Pepper. Some butter. And I'm just going to smash these and get everything mixed and just smash it to your liking. Whatever consistency you want or texture, go for it. If you want it just nice and smooth, do you. If you want a little bit of chunks, go for it. However you like your mashed potatoes, just do it the same way. You want to make sure you turn your heat back on to a medium-high heat and make sure you get some of that moisture in the pan. So you just want to stir it and smash it, and when you see the moisture in the pan start to evaporate, you're good to go. Now that all of the liquid in the pan has evaporated, it should look like this. Adding 1 pound of market side ground bison to the bowl. Adding some salt-free dash, the onion and herb. Adding 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. One teaspoon of onion powder. For the ground oregano, I'm going to use only 1/8 of a teaspoon. Sea salt. Cracked black and white pepper. You could just use regular pepper if you like. Adding 1 egg to the bowl. Make sure you mix the egg really good. Get everything nice and mixed in. Adding some pan spray. Grab your Bison mixture. Roll your meatballs. A little bit smaller than a golf ball, I guess you could say. Or whatever size you like, actually. You just don't want them too big. I have some fresh rosemary. I'm just going to toss it in the pan. I have some sliced yellow onion. 2 medium-sized cloves of garlic. I'm just going to shred it in the pan. Adding a tablespoon of butter, salt, and pepper. I'm going to bring this to a high heat. You don't want to move your meatballs around too much right now, so I'm not going to mix it yet. I am going to cover it for probably about maybe 3 to 5 minutes, and then I'm going to uncover it and start tossing it all together. I uncovered my Bison meatballs, and now I'm going to gently move them or toss them around a bit. And just get everything mixed up. This is on a medium-high heat. I like to take my rosemary and kind of brush it around after I toss everything around a bit gently, and set it back on top and just let it cook without being covered. I'm leaving the rosemary and the onions in the pan. I'm going to give this a mix. Add some Sutter Home Cabernet. This is a really good cooking wine, so Sutter Home, go for it. They're pretty good. So I'm going to add a bit of this, not too much. And the alcohol will cook off. Everybody knows that. So you're good to go. I'm going to bring this to a boil, let the alcohol cook off, then we're going to add some butter. I'm going to remove the rosemary and the bigger stems, but if any of the leaves are in there, they're pretty tender, so I'm just going to leave them. Now that we have that done and it's boiling, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of, I cannot believe it's not butter, the light one. You could use real butter if you like. Sprinkle in just a bit of cornstarch. You want to eyeball it as you go. So I've decided I just want a touch more butter for taste. And don't forget, the bison has been cooking in here, the onions, the rosemary, everything is going to give this flavor. I just want to make sure I just eyeball this and sprinkle in the cornstarch a little at a time. Don't add it all at once. I'm going to go ahead and add in a bit more of my Cabernet. You can use beef broth if you like, but I'm adding about 1/4 cup of water, not much. After adding your water, mix everything. And this is why you don't overcook your meatballs. You want to cook them until they're almost fully cooked, but not all the way cooked. So you could give them some time to cook in this sauce or gravy, whatever you want to call it. Add just a touch of sea salt, some black pepper, I am so happy with how this came out. I've never actually ate bison before. I've never cooked it. I decided to go with the ground bison and make a meatball. This pan gravy and these meatballs came out amazing. Add them to some smashed cauliflower or potatoes, whatever you like. Either way, it's going to be good. Try this out, and I'll see you in my next video. Testing 1, 2, 3. Let's get ready to eat some balls.